From 1975 to 1979, Cambodia went through one of the darkest periods of its history. Nearly a quarter of the population was massacred by the brutal Khmer Rouge regime. Currency was outlawed and the banking system was abolished. The Khmer Rouge saw the central bank as a symbol of money and the essence of the bourgeois society it wanted to destroy. Retired art professor Chan Sim has lived through 5 different regimes. At 74, he remembers well life under the Khmer Rouge.
Under the Khmer Rouge, there weren't any banks. During the uprising, we did not have any money to spend. We could only trade rice, fish we caught, or whatever we had. We could only barter because there was no currency.
After the fall of the Khmer Rouge, Cambodia reverted back to a society based on money. But while the central bank was re-established within a year, it took much longer for confidence in the banking system to be restored. Many Cambodians were reluctant to hand over their savings.
At the time, people did not trust the bank. We just kept our money under the mattress at home.
20 years after that traumatic chapter in Cambodia's history, the country is a very different place. The banking system is thriving, thanks in part to IMF technical assistance, sometimes referred to as TA.
They start from scratch, from zero. They have no human resources, no financial resources. People were nervous and they don't know how to start it. But with the TA that provided by other countries, by the donors, Cambodia be able to build the banking system again.
Since 2004, an IMF resident expert has been advising the National Bank of Cambodia, helping the country create laws to regulate and supervise the banking system. Based in Phnom Penh, the expert has done much to build the central bank's internal capacity.
We received TA, especially from the IMF, to build the capacity of the staff, the framework, especially the legal framework. If you don't have the legal framework, you cannot move from a planned economy to a market economy.
The human resource is very, very important because, of course, it is fundamental, I should say, for the development of a country. And it is not enough to have strong banks and maybe adequate regulation supporting all this development.
Kir Serai was trained by an IMF resident advisor. Today, she is Deputy Director of the National Bank of Cambodia's Banking Supervision Directorate.
At the beginning, for us, it's more of like you throwing us into a swimming pool without teaching us how to swim. So none of us has any experience with banking supervision before. But then with this, the IMF technical assistant, I think we were able to go and have on-the-job training with them.
IMF technical assistance has also brought greater stability to the banking system. As the Cambodian banking sector develops, it plays a larger role in financing agriculture and the economy. A case in point is our Khmer Bank. Founded as a microfinance institution in 1993, Khmer has grown steadily since it was licensed as a commercial bank in 2000.
When we obtained license in 2000, we continue to expand to the countryside. And we have done it successfully, so we have more branch and offices. We start from 5 in 1993, and in 2000 we have around 26, but now we have 235 branch and offices in all provincial towns, in all district towns, in some commune and even some village.
Today, Khmer Bank is making a real difference in Cambodia's rural development.
In Cambodia, there are 350,000 workers in the garment industry. So each month they send their money home to their relative in the countryside, or by mobile phone or by bank transfer. Those money make their family in the rural area qualify to have access to microbusiness loan in their village.
The expansion of banking services to rural areas will ultimately help raise living standards throughout the country.
The IMF support, IMF assistance it contributes to the poverty alleviation through more access to finance, more income generating, economic development, and it is a powerful tool to poverty alleviation.
By acting directly on the conduct of banking activity, I think that we are involved in the current life of more and more Cambodian people. Anytime that we are updating, improving regulation, anytime we are dealing with some issues occurring in the banking sector, indirectly we are trying to improve as well the life of average Cambodian people.
Rice mill owner Sok Hatch has also witnessed a transformation in the banking sector.
10 years ago, the banking system at the countryside was almost non-existent. Okay, and thanks to I can say Cambodian Bank, for example, they have the office at the countryside, and that is very important. 4 years ago, when we bought the paddy rice at the countryside, we pay cash. Everything was cash. But right now, after 4 years, we convinced the people to use only the bank transfer. So I think the banking system now is inside the heart of even a Cambodian farmer. And this, I think, is very important, and the role of IMF in increasing the trust in the Cambodian banking sector is very important.
The banking system is the heart of the economy. It's pumping fund to every sector of the economy. But you need a doctor to monitor whether this heart is working well. And this is our role as the banking supervisions, to make sure that the heart is functioning well. And if there need to be, we would prescribe the medications to make sure that it's working well. It's pumping blood to the part where the body would need the most.